Hey up everybody, how we doing? Are we all doing good? Doing great? Now I am so sorry. I know it's September and I'm going to do a video on getting prepared for Christmas. I'm so sorry. I used to be one of those people that used to moan about people like me talking about Christmas 4 months early. And now I turn into them. So, hey. But things are going on and we have to be organised. Because like I said in my last video, organisation is the key. It really is. So let's get organised for Christmas. So for a start, you really need to think, what am I going to do for Christmas? So you need to think about a budget for Christmas. Do you need to start saving now? I'm going to start doing that, putting a bit to one side. If you're thinking you might struggle around Christmas, have a think about your friends and family. How many people are you going to be buying for? And do you need to buy for them? Because it's not all about the presents, it's about being together and family and friends. That's all it's about. I'm pretty sure if you are struggling, that people will understand. They really will. So talk to people, talk to your friends and family, and say, look, I can't afford it this year. I'm not going to buy anything, or I'm going to buy less, or I'm going to do something different. If you do it now, September, it gives people plenty of time, because if you leave it till last minute, someone else might have got you a present, so it kind of makes it a little bit awkward. So do it now. That's the best advice I'll give you. Talk to your friends and family now. Also, as well, do you need to buy the presents before Christmas? There's nothing stopping you from getting those presents on Boxing Day and doing your Christmas later. There's no rules about it at all. Try that. Also, as well, the amount we spend at Christmas on food as well, we don't need that much, do we? I mean, it's all right me saying that, a fat man likes his food. Not telling people not to spend too much on food. We all do it. It's a natural thing. But I think we need to try and cut down a bit more. I'm definitely going to cut down. I buy way too much and I don't waste it, but it all goes in my freezer, and sometimes I can't fit it in my freezers and I've got to eat it. Big problem. Instead of going actually and buying presents for people, what do you think about doing some homemade stuff? If you're good at any crafts, try some of that. Or what I've done in the past, and please don't laugh, have you thought about doing favour tickets? Now, I've done this before. I've just written on a piece of paper just favours I can do for people. I don't know, cutting the grass, decorating, anything like that. It's still a gift to them. So think about something like that. That's a good idea. Also, maybe to save a bit of money, instead of buying expensive wrapping paper, because you don't need expensive wrapping paper. You're just going to rip it off. It doesn't matter. So brown paper, real cheap stuff. Newspaper. I've even wrapped things up in newspaper, and I've even wrapped things up in tinfoil because it's shiny and it was there. Absolutely fine. No one gives a damn about how things are wrapped up. They really don't. Also, going back to the food thing, because I'm kind of thinking this stuff as I go along. I've got a bit of a list, but you know what I'm like. I drift between things. So, food. Can you buy some of the stuff now or very early before the time, like turkeys, vegetables, that sort of thing? So stick it in your freezer, because we all know with the Christmas time rush, prices go up, people go mental, and it's just a free for all. And it ain't good, is it? So by doing that now, that's really good organisation. But please, whatever you do, don't put things on credit cards. If you have to, you have to, but you've already got to pay it back later and you're going to pay more of it. So please, if you are going to do a credit card, put everything on it, try and get a good deal. But if you really don't have to do it, don't do it. Just don't do that. The same with buy now, pay later. That's great. Obviously, on some of the stuff, the prices are higher, but as long as you pay it off before they start putting the interest off, yeah, okay. I've done that sometimes. You kind of have to shop about, but if you really are struggling at that point, it does help, but you have to use it correctly. And if you're having friends and family over or you're going to theirs, why not think about when you go to that person's house, you all take a different meal, or a different part of the meal, and then it helps cover the cost. So someone does a turkey, someone does the vegetables, someone does something else. It's not a bad idea. If you're starting to buy presents now, definitely look out for all the discounts. When you do see a discount on something, get it, because that's what I tend to do. If I think, oh, that'll be great, I get it, because when you get to Christmas time, it's probably going to be more expensive. Also, as well, you don't have to buy new stuff. I'd buy second hand. Go to charity shops, car boots, jumble sales. If it's something that somebody wants, why not? It doesn't matter. And this is the thing, we buy presents for people that people don't want sometimes. I've had things in the past, people have bought me, I think, thanks, but what am I going to do with that? And it is lovely to receive a present, but if you're going to give a present to somebody, yeah, probably just ask them and say, look, what do you really want? And if they can't decide, you can always go down the gift card route, but definitely be careful with some of those. Go for reputable distributors. That's another big word for me. Don't go down some of the other routes, because sometimes there'll be a company that will go bust and you've lost your money. So do be careful with those. If not, take them out for a meal. And if you really are struggling with Christmas and you really can't afford it, don't do it. Just don't buy any presents. That's the best thing. Don't get yourself in debt over it. Just don't do it. And I'm pretty sure, like I said before, people will understand. Also, with Christmas, if you do know somebody that is struggling and they're going to be on their own, and even if they're not close friend, you just know them or they're a neighbour, invite them along. Do the human thing and invite them along, because they will really appreciate it. Even though they'll be saying, I don't want charity. No, we have to look after each other. And Christmas is a good time, but also can be a bad time for a lot of people, especially if they've got no family or friends around them. So this will all be human, guys, and invite someone round for Christmas dinner. It has to be done. Could also do a Secret Santa. I've done that before. It's a good way of mixing it up and gets more people involved. Now, when it comes to Christmas trees, I've got a plastic Christmas tree. That's all I use, but I have done in the past. I didn't have a Christmas tree, and I didn't want to go out and buy one, especially a real one or a plastic one. So I just made one out of cardboard. So I just got a piece of cardboard, did it 3D, so it all interlocked, painted it green. Yeah, did the job. And obviously, when you get just past Christmas, you've got all the sales after, and you'll find when you get into January, there'll be lots of Christmas decorations on offer because the shops want to get rid of them, and that is a perfect time to actually get some discount stuff ready for the following year. So if you want to be really organised, you could get your Christmas decorations and presents for the following year, which I'm going to try and do, I think. See how that goes. So I think that's it, but there will be more that I'll remember after I've done this video. So if you've got any more ideas, pop them in the comments below. It helps me out, helps you out, and it helps other people out, because I just go with the flow on stuff. You know what I'm like. But the main thing is organisation, and you'll have a great Christmas. And try not to spend too much, guys. Easier said than done, I know. But with everything that's going on at the moment, we're kind of forced into behaving ourselves. So I'm sorry once again that I've been talking about Christmas in September, but you can kind of see my point. We kind of have to get ready now if you want to have a great Christmas. So sorry. So yeah, guys, that's it. Millie's come to say hello. No, she's not just gone to sleep. If you like what you see, guys, big thumbs up. Please subscribe. Stay good, stay positive, stay frugal. And then if you've got my catchphrase. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon, guys.